Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope you're all well today, inshallah, and having a lovely, lovely, lovely vacation, summer holiday, wherever you are, inshallah. I know that a lot of you have been waiting for my summer holiday guide, and due to events this year which were out of my control, I have been hindered by working on this, but alhamdulillah, I've had a couple of days now where I've been working like crazy and it's almost ready to share with you. I have got, can I share this? I'm not sure actually if it shares. Anyway, it's okay, don't worry. I will put a link down below. And then what you can do later on, the link should be there within a couple of hours of me. No, it's not going to be there. Maybe about 5 o'clock today, inshallah, because I've got to do something before I do that after this live, inshallah. But about 5 o'clock today, inshallah, you should be able to see the link and you'll be able to download a free guide to the summer holidays, and it will share with you how to all my tips on packing, on road trips, for airplanes, with the children, what to do with them, how to play with them, games that they can do, how to what to pack. So subhanallah, I can't actually show you right now, but I actually have I'm at my sister's house today. As you can see, I'm on location this whole time. Wa alaikum assalam, Shakira. Thank you so much for joining us. And you know, I'm at my sister's house. We're on vacation and I've just got a mattress there for the little kid she gave me to sleep on, and I've just folded all my laundry again because, as you can imagine, it just piles up, right? Okay, so all of these little tips that I've collected over, subhanallah, like, what is it, 20 years of having kids and 15 years of being an expat mom and living abroad. Everything that I've literally learned, or a lot of the things that I've learned, not everything actually, all piled together just to make it easier for you guys. That's what I wanted to do. I have also made a set of videos, but I made the set of videos last year, if you can imagine. So I need to go through them and check that everything is still up to date and relevant for you guys, inshallah. So thank you so much for joining us. If you're here, please do pop on, say salam, and let me know where you're joining us from. And remember that the summer holidays are for you and for your children and for your family to just really what's the word, relax, recuperate, and enjoy that time that you have, right? Okay. And I'm trying to show you this at the same time. I don't know if it's showing. Oh, sorry, the wrong one. Never mind. I don't know if I pressed the wrong thing. All right. It doesn't matter. It's one of those days today that if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you guys today was about world schooling, which is kind of like what I do on a normal everyday basis. But since you guys are all going to be on holiday now, I thought that it was a good time to share these tips and ideas with you so that when you are on holiday, you can keep them in mind and keep on looking after and educating your children as you're on holiday as well, right? So obviously with most people, when you're the title of today is Home Education on Vacation, and the reason that I chose that title today was because the reason why I chose that title today was because I wanted people to understand that my Homeschool Like a Pro course is for people who home educate, is for people who flexi school, and for people whose kids are already at school. And the reason it is like that and it's made like that is because I want to help all of you mums to really educate your children in the best way possible. I want to make it easy for you. So I want you to be able to understand when the teachers say, right, we're doing phonics today, okay, or we're doing let's say numeracy, and we're doing number bonds, or we're doing fractions and we're going to do simplifying fractions, right? A lot of mums sometimes get scared of that right? And think, oh God, I haven't done fractions for a long time. How am I going to help my child? So in Homeschool Like a Pro, what I do is I teach you the strategies that you need to help you to teach your children yourself. So even if you're not homeschooling all day, every day, you could still use this experience to help your children learn, to help your children learn, even if they are at a school, flexi schooling, or homeschooling. So I just wanted everyone to understand that, because the thing is that sometimes mums are a bit scared of homeschooling or at home education, and you kind of think like, I don't have enough experience, but I don't have a degree, but I haven't studied that much, I haven't studied teaching, right? And then what they end up doing is they kind of copy the whole school vibe, right? I'm sorry, I've got to take this off. No, it's okay, I can't. I just remembered I can't. Never mind. Yeah, so they try to copy a school, or they try to create a classroom at home. And what I want to share with you guys today is that even wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I always use it as an opportunity to educate the children. So like I said to you, even if you are homeschooling or you're not homeschooling, this video is going to be really, really useful to you, because it's going to be really helpful in terms of, while you're away, connecting with the children, bonding with the children, playing more games with the children. I'm sure all of you are waiting for the holiday guide that I mentioned at the beginning, which is almost ready to send you. I'm almost ready to send you the link. I haven't sent anyone an email today to join into the live, because I wanted to send it all together in one email. The email is ready to send to you, but I haven't connected it all together. So don't worry, just please bear with me. And I hope that you all understand that I have been on holiday, subhanAllah. It's been about a month now, so it's been really difficult for me to work at the same time as be on holiday. But I have managed to get that balance in, because I've had to, because I've wanted to be present with my children and enjoy the time with them as well. So for example, last night they were playing a game which I've added it as one of the tips, but it's called Wolfsville. Oh my god, I said it wrong. Wolfsville. And it's on you play with one device basically, and each person in the room, so mashallah, it's me and my sister and all of our kids and our husbands too, you can all play. So you basically just get on this app. You'll see how it works, but basically it gives everyone a role to do, and then you play a role, and then there's basically a team of werewolves and a team of villagers, and then you've got to see who wins who. And we've played it last year about 5-6 times last year, and then this year we've continued that kind of, what's the word, tradition, and played it again this year. And we realized that during the year, when we tried playing it as a family, just as a single family, it was a little bit boring, because there wasn't enough people. So once you're together, it's one of those games that you really enjoy when you're all together. It got really lively, really loud. It was about 1 a.m. a couple of days ago when we were playing, and it was like everyone was shouting and saying, no, it was this and this happened and that happened. And the thing is, yes, we do have a device where we were playing with a device, but it was one device between, mashallah, a lot of us. And then on top of that, everyone's invested in the game. And we've heard the little kids now saying, can we play it again today? Can we play it again today? Because they all want to get involved. And like I said yesterday, I really wanted to do my work, but I had to put it all away and play Countdown with them, which is another really popular game from years and years ago. They've got an app for it now, and you can play it versus the computer. That's what we found the easiest. We wanted to play in teams, but it was a bit awkward doing it like that. But if you do it against the computer, it's a really good game. Again, you only need one device. You put it on the TV if you've got a smart TV, AirPlay, and if not, you can just play with one iPad amongst you, or a phone or something. And it's another game that you can play together. Yes, it is on a device, but everyone's really enjoying themselves. So these are the kind of things that you can do with your children while you're on vacation to help them to enjoy the fact that you're on vacation and also learn something at the same time, which a lot of kids will be like, what? It's not school. I'm not doing school on vacation. So I want you to kind of disguise all the learning while you're on holiday, inshallah. So as we said earlier, we're talking about home education on vacation, whether your kids are at school, flexi-schooled, or homeschooled. And some of the tips are really kind of normal, and I'm sure you do them a lot all the time anyway, right? So before you go on your vacation, you're probably going to see what are the famous sites to visit, where can I go, where can I take the kids, what will they learn there. So we're looking for museums, historical sites, any kind of cultural experience that you can do. So for example, in the UAE, if you go towards National Day, they've got loads and loads of different setups where they've got the tents, they've got the henna, they've got the camels, and it's a really nice experience for them. Actually, I'm saying if you go on National Day, but even if you go during the year, you can take part in a desert safari, which has lots of these elements. Now, to be fair, some of the desert safaris are made for tourists and not necessarily Islamic in nature. But if you ask them, you can get a more Islamic experience, inshallah. While they're on the trip, one of the good ways to get them engaged into what they're doing and how to do things is to keep like maybe a journal or maybe a diary of what they've been getting up to. Now, a lot of kids do not like writing, and especially even I was talking in the homeschool like a pro, and one of the mums was like, you know what, I took the advice that you gave me and I disguised the writing in a game, but then after a little while he realized what I was doing, right? The wolf game is called Wolfsville. I don't know how to spell it actually. Wolfsville, something like that. You can have a look on the iPad. Sorry, got typo there. Yeah. Okay, so it's basically just a really fun game to play with the kids. Anyway, have a go and let me know, inshallah. Okay, so keep a travel journal, right? So keep a journal about the trip. Now, like I said to you, a lot of the kids, they'll know that you're trying to force them to write while they're on holiday, and they're going to rebel against that. So another good way to do this is to just keep on taking pictures. So give them the camera and let them take pictures. And I was trying to share, but I don't think I can share again. I've just got issues today with the sharing, but I had a beautiful picture that Suleiman took of the sunrise. So obviously he'd prayed and we'd all gone back to sleep, and he said, Mom, I couldn't go back to sleep. So you know what I did? I was taking pictures of the sunrise. Yeah, you're welcome, inshallah. And so what it is that when you get them involved in it, they will take pictures, they will enjoy it, and they'll be like, oh Mom, can I have the camera so I can do this, can I do that with it? And they'll start becoming more and more creative. So they might set up something and then go, can I take a picture of it? On a little bit sadder note, but still, it's all about engaging your children with what's going on. So as all of you know, we lost my father-in-law earlier this year, a couple of months ago, and obviously we're still kind of dealing with all of that. So we've been visiting the graveyard more often than we would normally do on a holiday, and the kids have done things like made hearts on his on there. They've found like little pine cones and stuff, so and made little like patterns and things. And what they're doing again is we're trying to help them to deal with the grief, and we're trying to help them to still engage with kind of what's going on, inshallah. So they wanted to take pictures of that, and that's what you're doing is you're just developing their ideas, you're developing what they want to do, you're developing their what's the word, interest in different things, inshallah. So taking photos is amazing. Collecting mementos. So we've got a thing here, which actually it's right here now, so I can show you. Oh, why does it blur out? Okay, which is something that I wrote probably about 2 years ago, I think, when my older 3 kids were going on the tubes for the first time, and I gave them directions on how to get to my mum and dad's house, and they've kept the instructions on the back of one of the iPads, and it's just there as a memento of what we've done. So just collect it, document it, let them take pictures, let them make videos, let them do video diaries. We just found one of my daughter the other day doing a room tour of her grandparents' bedroom. You can do stuff like that, which they've seen on YouTube. I'm not obviously telling everyone go and post it on YouTube. You don't need to. This is for you, your family, your kids to enjoy later in the future, inshallah. So again, yesterday we went through one of my old G drives, and I was going through pictures that my sister and her kids hadn't seen for years, although we've seen them quite a number of times because it's my obviously drive, but my sister hadn't seen those. So in a way, you're creating those memories that you can then go over again and again, inshallah. Most of the time when you go on holiday, they have some kind of educational tour, or they have a guided walking tour, or they have something like that. And again, you don't have to take the guided tour, but as long as you YouTube it, read up beforehand, research, you'll find all the little gems that people have been talking about. Like when we went to Rome, obviously we knew that we wanted to go and see all of the main tourist places, but there was some little gems of little tiny parks that we found on the way. There was like it was like an open ground. I'm still not 100% sure what it was, but it was some ruins of some sort, and we ended up playing there for ages. So you don't have to actually go to the well-trodden path. You can find your own interesting things to do, which are in the same place, and give you and your kids a really good opportunity to play around there as well, inshallah. Okay. We already talked a little bit about the the apps and the websites, right? Like I said, that you can bring in and obviously, inshallah, enjoy while you're on holiday as well. Like I said, it's been an amazing time that we've had. We're actually in Birmingham at the moment. So if you're in Birmingham, hello, assalamu alaikum. So what you can do is you can learn from the locals. So especially if you're going abroad somewhere, you want to try their food out, try their cuisine, try their, if they're really famous at some kind of sport, try that sport out. The funny thing is, this year is the first year, I think, that I've realized my younger son doesn't like playing cricket. We hardly ever play cricket at home. He's a very football oriented kid, as is his older brother. And this year his cousins were playing cricket, and he was like, wait, what's this? I'm not really sure about this. I don't really know, and you learn more about your children, things that I've grown up with. Like for me, cricket is just a very normal kind of game that everyone plays, right? But it was like, no, I don't like this game. Yeah, they don't like it because they're not good at it. Once they get good at it, they do start to like it. So don't worry about it. Just try different things with them. Remember that we're really into, when you're educating your kids, looking into nature, sitting in nature, enjoying nature as much as possible, and giving them the opportunity to just be free. Right. So like the other day, my sister's family, they did a barbecue for us, which was fantastic, mashallah. And we were all out in the garden. It's been raining, to be honest, for the last week or so. Normally we would all be out in the garden almost 24/7, right? But because of the rain, we weren't out there that often. So the day that we really enjoyed sitting outside, looking at all her different flowers and plants, looking them up, seeing what the names were, discussing which one grew better, because she had different plants in different areas of the garden, and one was like covered in orange flowers, the other side just had a few of them. We were trying to discuss, like, why did it grow better in one place than another place? So you're talking with them, you're discussing with them, you're enjoying and engaging. Remember, that's all it's about. And it doesn't matter what the subject is, what the topic is, where you are. You want to nurture that connection, keep that going, because these are those credits. If you remember that I talked about credits before a lot, with your children, you're building up credit so that when you do have to tell them off, they know that you're still coming from a place of love. If you know and your child is secure in your love for them, and they know that you love them, and you tell them off for something, they won't feel as bad. But if you're always constantly telling them off and you tell them off for something, they will feel worse. So at this point, we want to just 1 second. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm at my sister's house. Walaikum assalam, Facebook user. Please write your name. When you're on Facebook, you've got to give StreamYard permission so I can see your names, inshallah. So, like I said to you, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful break with your children and really enjoy the vacation and use all of these opportunities to bond with your children and create those connections so that, inshallah, during the year, when you're really busy and you don't have time to be slow with them, you don't have time to slow down and smell the roses and look outside, and you don't have that time, right? As Assalamu alaikum, Amina, thank you so much for coming on. So what we want to do is we want to, like we said earlier, nurture that connection with them so that when you do have to tell them off or when you are in a hurry, it will be a lot easier for you to parent them, right? Obviously, when you're on vacation, I'm sure that all of you get into reading. And I always get a lot of requests about what books are useful and what books are good and so on. And I found a really good website, again, because I'm not able to share on here. Can I share that way? I'm not sure. I'm going to try and grab the website link. But anyway, if you go to my if you're in the Facebook group, you'll see it written there, inshallah. There's a really good website where Muslims have started rating films, and they've also started rating books for the kids. So those two website links, I'll put them in the description box later on. And if not, you can be in the Facebook group. You can see them. They're already shared there, inshallah, which will help you to it will help you, inshallah, to choose books that are suitable. So for example, sorry about that. Okay, so like I said, you can sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Oh dear me. I hope everyone's having a lovely holiday while I realize what I was saying. Yeah, that's it. I was saying that when sometimes you want kids to watch movies or read books and things like that during the holidays, and you're always worried about what should they watch or what should they do. I have got some links to share with you, inshallah, which I'll be sharing. About the two websites. Thank you, sister. So about those two websites, I'll link them on there for you, and then inshallah we will. You can have a look at them. I've just started reading a series with my son because he does love reading, but it's like it's going to be really interesting for him. So the one we're reading is about a police inspector called DCI Ket. I'm trying to think if it has a series name, but anyway, again, I'll send that one because I found it really good for kids, and even where he could have gone into some other kind of what's the word, like even when he could have gone into more explanation about what's happened, he hasn't. So it's not very gory and it's not very detailed, but it is still a really good read, right, for the boys especially. And I know with the boys we struggle a bit more because they don't really like reading that much as well. I don't know about you guys, but I struggle a lot more with my boys. But in terms of the girls, I think that once they find a good genre that they're into, they just continue reading. With the boys, it's a little bit more difficult for me, maybe not for you guys. So just let me know, what do you think? What do you think? Is it easier for you with the boys or not? Let me know, inshallah. And remember that while we're on vacation, it's not a you agree with me, yeah? So it's not what's the word? It's not school. We're not at school. We don't have to learn. right? So making sure that letting your kids kind of, learn, but learn in a bit of more of a passive way, or let them learn in more of a enjoyable and fun way, so that they start to love learning. Because all of you know that I have loved learning online. I run it, it's my website. I teach mums how to homeschool their kids. I tutor children in IGCSE. So all of my love for learning is in that website, is in my lessons. And that's what I want to share with you guys, right? So reward them, let them really appreciate what you're teaching them, right? Okay, be flexible with them. Make sure that it's not stressful, it's all stress-free, it's all like about fun and enjoyment, right? The 60 activities that we've got for you, which you can download, you've got the free guide that I'm going to give you the link for. That is going to be a guide. It's like a PDF which gives you loads of helpful hints and tips in when you're traveling, when you've got your family, when you're managing education while you're on holiday. What else has it got? Tips about airplanes, tips about road trips, how to pack, right? One of my best tips for packing is to take each child's clothes and put them, I'm just trying to see if I've got one here, but I haven't, a freezer bag with each outfit in. So every time the clothes come out of the wash, you can just put each outfit together in a bag for them, so that when they want to go out somewhere, they're just going to pull out that bag and they've got shorts and t-shirt or leggings and dress together, so that they can, go out and do whatever, especially for the under 10s. For the over 10s, obviously, I consider them to be old enough to deal with their own stuff, right? Okay, so with the under 10s, it's a lot easier, especially if you've got a little girl and you want to put hairbands and clips and things like that. Just use loads of freezer bags. You can also get packing cubes. That will be really helpful, inshallah. So lots of little tips like that. And then we've also got a spreadsheet which has got loads of places that you can go to, mostly in London and Birmingham at the moment. But as people send them in, I'll be adding them on to the spreadsheet. If you live in a country like Pakistan, Sri Lanka, India, send me your places, your recommendations, so that I can add them onto the website as well, inshallah. That's the second part of it. The third part is you can buy a helpful 7-day guide, which is full, like bumper packed activities, 60 activities you can do with your kids. And these activities you can do with your kids for free, or they're really budget friendly. Like you can get the stuff from Pound Shop or find it around your home, and you can do little mini projects with the kids. And again, when you're doing them, you're engaging with them, connecting with them. We're nurturing that affection, nurturing that connection, so that inshallah you really build that rapport with the kids, inshallah, during the holidays. And remember to be flexible in the holidays, right? So if you've planned something but it doesn't happen at the right time, I mean, right now I plan to do a live, and subhanallah, I was kind of faffing about with all the details of this and looking outside and thinking, my sister's got builders here, it's going to be really noisy. But alhamdulillah, from when I've started until now, mashallah, it's been really quiet. So just go with the flow. Don't stress, don't worry. It's okay. Everything's going to be fine. You're really going to enjoy your holiday, inshallah, so that when you come back, and in September, when everyone's back to school, back to work and everything, you can really feel like your cups are full. Your I don't know if you guys have heard this from us a lot, but we do say it a lot about our metaphorical cup, and the fact that when you're serving from a full cup, it's a lot easier, or a full teapot, it's a lot easier to serve from there, and you can help your children, and you've got loads more patience, bags more patience with them. When your cup is running on empty, when you haven't looked after yourself, you haven't ate enough, you haven't drank enough, you haven't prayed enough, you're not spiritually, mentally, emotionally there for yourself, then you're going to find it really difficult to be there for your children. So use this time for yourself as well. And again, I've said this before, but I'll mention it again because it is important, and it is all part of the holidays. Get enough sleep, get enough rest, make sure you're eating, make sure you're drinking enough water, right? All of these things are going to affect you. They're going to affect your mood. They're going to affect how you are and how you respond to people. One final thing that I can say is that I've actually been coaching my sister, because all of you know that now that I'm a parent coach, she's fantastic herself, mashallah, and she didn't really need a lot of coaching. But what she did say to me was that in the fact that she's gone back to work now, her son's 6 years old, and she's gone back to work as a teacher. And she said that because she's coming from a place of being coached, and she has been coached, and she's going from this place of my cup is full, she's finding it a whole lot easier than she did before she had her last child, because she did try to go back earlier, but she decided to have some time off with the baby. So my point is that when you have looked after yourself, you are going to show up for yourself, for your spouse, for your family, for your children, for your family, extended family, right? But for everyone that knows you, they're going to be like, wow, love that lady. She's so amazing. She's always so calm and patient. I wish I could be like her. And they're going to look at you like that. So all you have to do is stay calm. You just got to make sure you eat, drink enough water, look after yourself. If you want to read books, read books. If you want to go out, go out, get into nature, enjoy that time for yourself, exercise with the kids. Millions of YouTube stuff now, Pilates with the kids, gymnastics with the kids, whatever you want to do. I know we said about yoga before, and the moves that they do in yoga are fine. Just obviously don't use those names that they have for the moves, but the actual things are fine. A lot of the yoga moves actually help the children with their core stability when we're talking about their postures for standing, sitting, even for working, like while they're writing and things like that. So some of this stuff is really, really useful. So start looking into it, start researching it, start reading loads of books. And if you don't want to do all of that, then just follow us on Your Parenting Tribe. We're here, mashallah, every Thursday with some more helpful tips and tricks for you, and inshallah, to make you and your children's life a lot easier and full of that love and happiness, inshallah, that everyone is looking for. All right, so I hope that you've enjoyed today's live. I know it's a little bit shorter than normal, but I thought that since everyone's on holiday, it would be easier to do shorter ones so that you can go back to enjoying your time with the kids. All right, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and write in any questions that you have. Inshallah, I do come back to them eventually.